Something a little different for the repair blog today. What I'm working on here is a flash, and the problem is the score displays. Now, I know this isn't the standard score display, but if you look, you can see we're missing digits. This is the credit and the ball, and you can see the first leading digits are missing. And then this is player, depending on where I have this switch, player 1 or player 3, and you can see I'm missing digits here and here. And the game is in attract mode. I'm using one of these little LED things, and you can see the lamp matrix flashing. And then over here, this shows the solenoids. That right there is the coin lockout. That's why that thing is green. That's why it's lit. And this the one that you see flashing right here. That's the flash lamps under the playfield on flash. Obviously, flash used flash lamps. For power, I am using just a little switching power supply here. One of the LEDs is +5, the other's +12. Actually, that's +5, that's +12, and that's -12, which I'm not using. I'm not using any -12 on this. And I'm just taking that over and powering this board. And then I've got this this little cheater board. Okay, so what's the problem? Again, just to recap, we're missing digits. So what is the problem? I mean, what causes this? And I see this a fair amount on the system 3-6 Williams games where there are digits missing. So I guess the first thing you would suspect is if this was in a game that the master display panel, which kind of looks like this, but it's got connectors up this side, across the top, and down this side, might have a UDN 7180 or 6116 out. That's not the case, obviously, since we're not using a display driver with those segments in it. Or it could be a problem on the CPU board, maybe with the PIA chip that controls the score displays. That would be real common thinking, and a lot of guys would go after that as, how to fix this repair. But it's not the problem. And again, I see this a lot. The problem is actually on the driver board. Now, the driver board, remember, is, the driver, so it controls the switches, the lamps, and the coils. And there is a PIA for each one of these. This one's for the coils, this one's for the lamps, and this one's for the switches. And these are 6821 PIAs, peripheral interface adapters. So, none of these control the score displays. This PIA up here controls the score displays, but these ones you wouldn't think would have anything to do with it. If we look closely here, you can see my AMI branded PIAs. I do hate these AMI PIAs. They are problematic. But what is causing this problem is the lamp PIA. And it's amazing, the lamp matrix. Look, the lamp matrix is working fine. I mean, here, we're rattling away all the lamps. Everything's going fine, but this guy is affecting the score display. Now, since this is socketed, I'm going to pull this AMI chip out, and I'm going to put in a brand new PIA. Notice it's not an AMI brand, and I'll show you the difference. So here's my new 6821 PIA, and come on over here and take a look, and look. Here's my high score, 550,000. Look, I have all my leading digits here and here, and I have no missing digits here. And the thing is going back and forth between 550,000 and 00000. So, the problem was, indeed, this PIA in the lamp matrix. Now, I can actually put this in test. Where we can go into the lamp test here, or into the digit test. And you can see all the digits are weaning through. And then I can press this one more time, and we're testing all the lamps. And then I can do it one more time, and we are over here testing the coils. Now these right here, these two on, that's the flipper relay that's on. This guy here is still the coin lockout. You can see as it comes around, it'll turn that off as it comes to it. And that's just typical. That's just how this works. But what we're doing is these little doodads are simulating actual coils. Now, for giggles, I put the bad AMI lamp PIA back in, and you can see I have the game in attract mode. And you can see my missing digits again. I am, once again, going to put the game into test, just to kind of show you as a direct comparison. Here It's going through the display test again, missing, 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 missing. But other than that, it's kind of trying to work. You can tell that some digits are kind of bleeding over some of the segments in the digits. If I press it one more time, you can see I'm in the lamp test here. There's all 64 lamps going. Again, being controlled by this PIA, but it doesn't appear to be any problems. And if I hit it again, we can go to this test and again do the coils, and I can see all the coils are working too. So again, I'm going to unplug it here. The problem is still here. I'll put the good PIA back in and show you another kind of neat trick from this whole little experience. Okay, here we are again. I have the good PIA in, and you can see our high scores are still flashing between the 500 and 50,000. Now, one thing you might have noticed on this board is that I don't have any battery installed. Normally, I would have a coin battery right here. I like to use the little CR2032s. But there's no battery. It's the battery holder is empty. I have just a standard 5101 RAM in there. There's nothing special about it. That's a stock one. Look, it's not even socketed. How come I can unplug it and the game is down, and then I plug it back in and it comes up in attract mode? Look, it's in attract mode. How come it's doing that? Look at that. I'll try it again. I'll unplug it, and I can leave it unplugged forever, and then plug it back in, and it comes up. It doesn't come up with the weird game number, you know, and showing in the displays. Why is it doing that? How is that even possible? Well, that's possible by some sweet magic where I can run these games with no battery, and they'll always be set to free play. They'll never come up with the in audit mode, you know, with the game number. And I'll never have to change another battery again. Again, just to show you, pull the plug, turns it off. Look, my LEDs are out on the power supply. Plug it back in, LEDs come on the power supply, game comes up. It's in attract mode and on free play. Pretty neat. We'll talk about it some more. I'm still working on this a little bit, but it's kind of a teaser for something to come. Here I have the driver board installed in a firepower, and you can see that the digits, you can clearly see they're missing, just like it was in the test fixture. These guys are missing, and basically every other digit is missing. Over here is the player one. So in case you didn't believe my test fixture, here it is in real life with the AMI, the bad AMI PIA chip installed right here. So I'll take that out now, and I will put the new PIA in and show you. So here's the new PIA, the non-AMI PIA in the firepower, and you can see we've got all our digits back. We've got our full 550,000 for our high score, nothing missing there, and all these guys are good. So our displays are back up and working again due to this weird PIA issue that shouldn't have anything to do with the score displays, but it does.